where do you see the most significant margin opportunities being missed by independent restaurants?
Yeah, great question. Great question, Rachel. I'm gonna set a quick context first, and then I'm gonna dive into one of the. I'm gonna stay pretty focused. I'm gonna dive into one of the areas that I think there's a huge opportunity for restaurants. The context I want to set is that regulars are huge in the restaurant space. It's a source of recurring revenue, and it takes your return on investment to get them in the door in the first place way further. It takes about, and this is just industry statistics, it takes about 2.5 visits for a customer to become a regular. And you invest on average, restaurants invest about $50 to acquire a new customer. And you want to ask yourself, how far is that investment going? Does the service experience or product give customers a reason to come back? There's got to be if you know that you're getting regulars, there's a reason, and figure out what that is. And if you're seeing yourself faced with, hey, I have all of these challenges, I want to know, focus on one problem and the top problem first. And the way to figure that out is to ask yourself, what is the reason that customers come back? And I want to create more opportunity for that. So I'm giving that context because that's really important. It's part of your brand, your bread and butter, your DNA. And if you're having major problems in that area, you probably want to take a look at those first to crush any issues and make sure you have a good reason for customers to come back. But assuming that you're a rock star restaurant and you have regulars, or you can have regulars and there's reasons for people to come back, what I'm seeing is a major opportunity in the catering space. Now, I know I saw on the poll there was maybe a handful of responses, but catering was on the map there, and that is an opportunity because of what the statistics that were shared earlier and some of the information that we're seeing about how people do want authentic in-person experiences. And I'll tell you this answer in a short story from a local bistro. And the owner of the bistro was a real hospitality person, and he adopted our digital catering ordering solution. And he was almost one of the last people I thought who would adopt it. He's big into in-person, but what he did is he mapped the customer journey, figured out why customers love him, and actually merged a digital experience into that journey and put out a catering offering. And then he leveraged his customers, his network. He walked around to the office towers nearby and essentially exploded his business by doing that. So he essentially increased sales and took down 1/3 of his manual work by digitizing the experience and making it really convenient. This goes back to what Mateen was saying, making it really convenient for people to order. And I'm doubling down on catering because catering's margins are typically 2 to 3x more than your average restaurant margins. And restaurants have a huge advantage getting into catering or doubling down on catering, because as a restaurant owner, or if you run a restaurant, you have an alternate income stream already happening with your restaurant. So you have a bit of a de-risk factor. You already have a brand and some brand awareness, and you absolutely have catering customers that are walking into your door every single week. And some of those are super fans and they're in your door and you have direct access to them. So if you're thinking about catering, or if you're doing catering and wondering what your opportunity is, they're coming in your door. And if you step outside your door and look around you, look at the offices that are around you that are within a walking distance or a scooter distance. That's your opportunity. So the way to do it is to make sure that you're systemizing your intake, your prep sheets, and your delivery or pickup so that you can handle those larger catering orders with the existing team that you have. And as you see success with that, you can start to double down on expanding that part of the business.